Hello world, hello internet, hello YouTube, hello creativity and awareness in minds. I want to talk about reincarnation. I believe in reincarnation. This is a significant portion of my personal belief system, is that my soul has iterated through many, many lives. Part of that is that my soul doesn't need salvation, and that your soul doesn't need salvation. You don't need to go to heaven when you die. You don't need a savior, any of that stuff. Those are, in my opinion, religious entrapments. They are not something that you actually need, because your soul doesn't die. It doesn't go to hell. It doesn't go to heaven, for that matter. You just reiterate in a new life. That's it. So yeah, you don't need any of that nonsense. It's just simply, extraneous bullshit, forms of control from this life on this planet. In other worlds, they disdain religion of any kind, whether it's evolution or whatever, highly, because they recognize it as the trap that it is. Anyway, and I've lived on worlds. I have memories of worlds like this, where this sort of thing is just, loathed. Anything taken on faith, is well, not anything taken on faith. That's the wrong way of saying it. Things where you entrap people in restricted thinking patterns, like religion does, or like evolution does, which is a religion. I'm sorry, it just is. You can't prove it. You have to take it on faith. Period. These kinds of thinking patterns are destructive, and I've run across in my own personal memories of other lifespans this sort of thing quite a bit. Anyway, reincarnation. Me personally, I know this about myself. I have been a human exactly once. I have been on this planet exactly once. One iteration of one life cycle, and I'm living it right now. And when this lifespan is over, I'm leaving. I'm going to some other planet. And I've got some choices that I've already thought about. And I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do. But at the end of this lifespan, this human lifespan, I'm leaving. I'm going to someplace else. Maybe I'll stay in the solar system. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I won't be a human again. At least not for a good long while. Because I've done it. And I am more of a wanderer than I am a stayer-putter kind of a person, or soul. There are souls on this planet that have been here a really long time. Many thousands of human generations. And there's some like me that come once. More like a tourist, I guess. Sure, I'm a tourist. Yeah, that works. I'm a tourist here. Doing one lifespan. And then I'm going to go away. Anyway, I have memories of other lifetimes, and I can talk about those, but this is one of the seminal things that got me to believe in reincarnation. Basically the fact that I have memories of other lifespans. Also, there are other people that have made this claim too, and you also have situations where you'll have children, mostly, where this happens, where they will describe things that they should have no knowledge about, because their soul knows about them. And their soul is able, because the human psyche has not developed enough to be dismissive. So in some of those cases, those children, they are expressing memories that are given to them by their soul from other lifespans. And quite often those lifespans are humans. Sometimes those lifespans can't be proven because, the information is not specific enough. The child can't interpret it very well. A variety of reasons why that's true. But nevertheless, this is something that is documented. It happened many, many times. And this is a way, in my opinion, that shows that reincarnation is real. Then you have folks like the Buddhists and Hindus and a bunch of others that, they think that reincarnation's real too. I have to say that my own belief in reincarnation did not come from any kind of religious source. It was me thinking about things, acknowledging that there were memories that I have of places, event, people, situations, circumstances that aren't human, that aren't from this planet. And that got me saying, wow, this is weird. How is it that I remember this stuff, and yet it's not possible that these things happened on Earth? Because they felt like memories. They felt like, the memory of me sitting at my desk earlier today, sitting at a computer, doing computer work. They felt like those memories, of something I did earlier today. They feel like those memories, not felt. They're just not ones that have application on this planet. So I have to say that since that nature of memory is what it is, you can say, I'm cracked, go for it. I probably will agree with you, or at least not try to refute you. But at the same time, I'm going to say that they feel like real memories to me. And that's good enough for me. And I could talk about those, so I will. So one of those situations is, this was a highly advanced world that had space flight, had met many other races throughout the galaxy because they had traveled to those other planets and worlds and so on. Very, very advanced, had the ability to travel far faster than the speed of light, what we'd call like warp drive or hyperdrive or whatever. I don't really understand how that stuff works because that wasn't my area of expertise, and my memories are not that detailed anyway. I was kind of a high priest sort of a person, but not of a religion per se. I was studying the art of altruism. Yeah, art of altruism. In other words, being unselfish, unfocused on self-desire, self-wants, things like that, and instead being focused on everyone else and how I can benefit those around me. And that was the nature of my followers. That was the nature of the group that I was a part of studying perfect altruism. Yeah, it is what it is. It wasn't a religion. It was, simply becoming highly skilled at being altruistic in every aspect of your life. So things like personal relationships, romance, personal property, things like that were all things that you set aside because, well, those weren't altruistic. They were, self-oriented. So there was a lot of things like that were part of this memory. There was a bunch of people that followed my teachings about altruism, and being that altruism is what it is, you can't be self-invested. I guess the best way of saying it. So your teachings, if you're dogmatic about them, this is the way it's got to be, kind of a thing. Well, then immediately you've failed your altruism, right? Because now it's all about you. And this is the exact opposite of altruism. They would be as much my teacher as I would be their teacher. And, my teachings had to reflect what they were doing too, because that is the nature of altruism. And this is much of this memory of this, high priest kind of a character that I was. On this extremely advanced, highly technological planet. Somewheres in this memory, myself and the second most altruistic person on the planet, which was a female of my species, the two of us decided that we wanted to have a personal romantic relationship instead of continuing on with altruism, which basically meant that personal romantic relationship was an out, not going to happen. So we decided to leave our home planet. We had easy access to spacecraft because everybody had them, including myself. I didn't have it. It wasn't my personal property. But nevertheless, I was able to get one without any trouble at all. It was like renting a car, essentially, like you do on Earth. So got on a spaceship, and we decided to leave our planet and go someplace else where we would not impact the people that we used to be teaching altruism to. So we left and we had a romantic relationship. We lived on this primitive world. And I could go into a lot more detail about that memory, but that's the important details. So anyway, that was a seminal memory for me of another life that is got lots and lots of details that I'm not going to go into here. That made me think, I'm pretty sure I've lived before as this other person. There are many other memories like that I have. Many others. So these memories, which feel as real as the ones of several hours ago when I was testing software, they feel as real as those ones do for me. That was a key thing to say, that I had reincarnated many, many times. Anyway, I'm going to stop right there. Oh, never mind. I'm going to stop right here in a minute. So you have religions here on Earth like Buddhism, and so on and so forth. You know, reincarnation is not an uncommon topic. There's many people that believe in it. I'm not alone in this. I didn't come to my beliefs based on some religious organization or anything like that. I came to them purely based on my own saying, what the hell is this stuff that I remember? What is this? And the final conclusion I came to was, you had to have reincarnated, bud. You had to have. That's it. So there you go. All right. Well, this is Brillionist. I am 6th. And I'm going to stop there. So, folks, be good to each other. Be decent to each other. Choose to be fresh water than salt water. Choose to think about how you impact others and how your life can improve others or hinder it. And then choose to not hinder. Choose instead to improve everyone's lives. So this is it for Brillionist.